makeupless makeup, if that makes sense. I do think it's a bit light for me. I wonder if I'm looking a little bit grey. Nah. Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. I hope you are doing well. I'm coming to you barefaced, feeling beautiful because we're about to do a full face one brand tutorial here, and I'm gonna do a full face of Bourjois. Yes, Bourjois makeup. It is a drugstore brand, so I did make my way into Boots to pick up some goodies, but I'm not gonna lie, in my PR I was also sent a bunch of goodies as well, which I didn't know I was going to receive because I'd already picked up some stuff in Boots, but I wanted to do a full face of Bourjois makeup. So yeah, Bourjois isn't a brand that I have ever used before. Like, this is my first time ever using Bourjois. I haven't bought it before. You know, they're not known for having shades that necessarily suit me. They are a French brand, but they are all over the UK. But I've seen a lot of girls I know who say like this, like the Healthy Mix foundation, the concealer is like some of their favorites. I'm like, well, I want to get in, I want to try it out and see what it looks like. And they reached out to partner, and I was like, okay, I'll try it out and I'll give you my genuine opinion on what I think this is actually going to look like. I always say, like, I am relatively dark. Like, there's a couple of shades darker than me, but not that many. So if something's gonna work for me, then it might work for a respectable amount of people, but you don't know. Okay, let's get into this video. So this is the Healthy Mix Blurring Primer Anti-Fatigue. And so I think with this whole Healthy Mix collection, it contains vitamins that are meant to be good for your skin. And you guys know I love skincare. I want stuff that's gonna make my skin look good. So this primer, oh gosh, I feel like I put too much on. So the primer is £9.99. It contains vitamin C, A, B5 for like a radiant glow. I wonder if I'm looking a little bit grey, but that's fine. Some primers do that for you. My question is, do my pores look a little bit more refined? Yeah, it's not as dry a primer as some primers that I use. It's giving me some mattifying, but not too much, not too much. I just feel like it's gonna maybe give a nice base before my foundation goes in. Okay, primer on. It does mattify. I can definitely see that it's mattified me. I feel quite mattified, and some of my pores around here look a little bit more filled in. I feel like I could do with a little more there, actually. It's nice, it's light, it's $9.99. I'm not mad. Okay, so next I'm gonna try the Healthy Mix foundation. Again, containing the vitamins C, E, and B5. I'm loving all of that vitamins inside a foundation. I don't know what difference it makes, but it's meant to give you a bit more of a radiant glow. This is shade number 63. Oh, shade number 63. Okay, I'm very excited because I could not find the darker shades in store. Let me show you. The darkest shade I could find in store was actually shade number 61. And I was a bit suspect on it. I was a bit like, I'm not really sure, but we've got 63 here. And that happens a lot. I find that, you know, sometimes you can get shades, or a brand says that they have shades, but sometimes they're just not in the drugstore, which can be a little bit frustrating. Not even a little bit, very frustration, because we all want the goods, okay? So put them in the store so we can actually find them. But this is shade number 63. Let us go in. Okay. I actually think that it might be a bit dark. It's looking a little orange on camera, but trust me, it's kind of blended. It might even be a touch too dark, because I usually go a little bit of a shade up in case it oxidizes. It is quite of a wet formula, but it is radiant complexion, so I get that. I'm definitely radiating. It's got good coverage though. I can tell because I have this one scar there. And if you give me good coverage on that, which that just did, I'm a happy bunny, and that's actually giving me good coverage. And can you see the color? The color's blended in really well. Listen, for $9.99, for $9.99. This is very radiant. I feel like I look wet because I often wear matte foundations, but I feel like beauty's changing and people want that more like radiant look. There's such a balance between radiant and greasy. We'll see by the end of it if I have met that balance, you know? You know, girl? Wow, I actually think that looks really good. The coverage on that is so good. Right here, that is a scar that I have right there, underneath there. And my sign is it covered? Are we covered on there? And also my beard is kind of blending in. Not bad, you know. That is really nice. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like things are getting better at the drugstore and that there are more options. They just need to be in stock. Like, come on, I don't like going to the store and not seeing them in stock. But hello, options. This looks good. And you know what? I feel like the shininess or the wetness is kind of disappearing as like the water evaporates. Not bad. I feel like it's extending my holiday look. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the, let me see. Ooh. Okay, looking in even my Boots bag, these are, I think, the darker shades. This is the Anti-Fatigue Concealer. Let's swatch, let's swatch. Maybe you can't judge from the bottle. It looks a little light. Let's see, are my eyes gonna not look tired? It's quite light coverage. I'm not gonna lie, I do think it's a bit light for me. I'll just see if we can blend this to Jesus, you know? You know, it does disappear though. It's very light coverage. It's not full coverage, so my foundation can come through from underneath. It is very light for me, I think. That blended so easily. It's quite a sheer coverage, super, super sheer, but I think you can build it up. And you can probably tell it's a little bit cold, especially because my foundation was so rich, but I've been able to make it work. I feel like this concealer is for the girls who don't have really dark circles and who want to have just a really light, like elevated look versus like a cement beat face look, you know? I'm gonna try the 56 and see if that makes a difference. You can build it up though, you definitely can build it up. Okay, that's blended nicely. What I will say is that concealer is really, really light. I wonder how it wears. I really do wonder how it wears. It's blended in really nicely. I don't look cakey at all. Interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this is quite different from my normal like foundation. It's like makeupless makeup, if that makes a sense. Like I look kind of perfect, if I do say so myself. Like there's no makeup on. Like you can't see the makeup on my face, but I look super even. I know my dark marks are definitely covered. I'm feeling that. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my eyes and then come back to you guys. Okay, I've just done my eyes. I haven't added anything to my face right now, and you can see how the makeup's like blended in. I've contoured just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and add some powder. I just feel like I need just a touch of powder because obviously, like, no one goes out without putting some powder on. That's just weird. Unless you do that, and I'm like, more power to you. Okay, powdered. Feeling flawless, feeling flawless. I think my contour's a little strong, but we're just gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna go in with their blush. It's so cute. Why is this so dinky? Look at this. This is a shade called Sienna. The one thing I have found, oh, it smells beautiful. I found with a lot of drugstore blushes and stuff is they literally just don't show up on me. I feel like I should be a borrower with this just little brush. I don't know, it feels very strange. Okay, we've got a little blush coming through, not much. The smell is lovely. Guys, can you see it? This is actually quite a rich and quite a warm. This is like going to work makeup, I feel like. Not with the eyes though. All right, so these I've seen, they're so popular in the stores. These are the Rouge Edition Velvet. It's a matte, but doesn't feel like a matte. Let me put some liner on my lips. That's a super girly pink color, like super girly pink, but I'm not mad at it. I think it's actually quite nice. See, with a little light lip liner, I can wear any color, but without lip liner, I look like someone's auntie. It's a matte lipstick, but it isn't even a matte. It's even giving a little bit of shine, but the color's really, really pretty. Really, really pretty. Oh, the blush is coming through now. Can you see that? It's very subtle. I look very girly right now, very girly. Maybe I look Parisian, because I use a French brand. When the rhythm starts to play. Okay guys, that is my face done. I've got to say, I love the results. I feel very pretty and very feminine, like, you know, with my pink lips and my pink hair. My skin looks doll-like. My skin actually looks doll-like. So maybe that healthy mixed foundation maybe was, you know, actually doing something. Because it looks like I've got no makeup on, like on my skin. It's like flawlessly blended in, like really, really flawlessly. I'm surprised, and my texture of my skin looks really good. But I did do my skincare regime last night. I had to. but maybe that's helped. But it looks really, really good. I've got to say, very pretty, very girly. Maybe it's because it's Bourjois. Maybe because it's a French brand that it's brought that like elegant feminine energy out of me. And the concealer is a little bit cold, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot colder than I would normally wear and not as thick as I would normally wear, but it's blended in to make a nice look. I'm not mad. I am not mad, and I love to see that there are brands in the drugstore just expanding their ranges so we can actually wear them. I think people are starting to learn. Maybe. I think that's it, guys. Do any of you guys use Bourjois? What's your thoughts on it? What do you think of the finished look? In the meantime, make sure you follow me on my Instagram, my Snapchat, and all that good stuff. Be interactive because it is February giveaway season, and I will be reaching out to you guys directly. So guys, thank you for watching. Bye.